What's up, traders? So listen, you're probably here because you're looking for a trading strategy that's like actually simple but it still make you some decent profit, right? Well, you gotta see this. I've been working on a strategy and I've been putting it through its paces. We're talking trades on Bitcoin, yeah, and let me tell you, it's been pretty darn profitable. Sure, a couple of losses here and there. That's part of the game. Totally normal. But the bottom line, we're seeing green. And it's not just one trick pony for crypto. I even tested this out on a completely different market, Forex, using something like Pound USD on 15-minute time frame. And you know what? It held up great there too. Solid performance. But wait, there's more, as they say. I didn't just do a few trades and call it a day. Nah. I went deep. I did some serious backtesting, ran it through 200 trades on the Ethereum chart, the 5-minute time frame, just so you can see the actual numbers for yourself and how it really performs over time. And the results from that backtest, honestly, they're pretty wild. We're talking a win rate 64%, and the total profit, get this, over 500%, seriously. The profit factor, which basically just means how much you make for every dollar you risk, was a solid 3.56. And the max drawdown, the biggest dip, super low, under 4%. We even had a killer streak of like 9 wins in a row, and the longest losing streak was just 4. So, you ready to see exactly what this strategy is all about and how it works? Let's dive in and break it down. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna want to pop open your TradingView platform. Now, for your trading pair, you can choose pretty much anything you like to trade, whether that's Forex, crypto, stocks, futures, whatever you're into. Seriously, your pick. And the time frame, that's your call too. For this example, just to show you how it works, I'm gonna go with the Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. Nice and simple. Okay, so the main indicator we're gonna lean on for this strategy, kind of the start of the show here, is called the Flux Charts SFX Algo Indicator. The whole point of this indicator, what makes it so cool, is that it does a ton of complex calculation like behind the scenes. Stuff you don't even have to worry about, and it does all that to find you some real great potential entry and exit points. And yeah, you heard that right. This thing actually gives you a specific entry point to get into a trade, plus it clearly shows you a stop loss level, to help manage your risk if the market decides to throw a curveball and move against you. And get this, it also gives you 3 different take profit levels. All of these are just gonna show up right there on your chart. Super visible, easy to see. This indicator is pretty powerful straight out of the box. But for this specific strategy we're talking about today, I like to make a few little tweaks in the settings to really dial it in. It's super easy. Check this out. So first off, for the trading style, just leave that on day trading. And for the trend length, keep it on medium term. These are good to go. But here's what we're gonna change. Find the sensitivity and bump that up to 8. Then, right below it, you're seeing AI sensitivity option. Go ahead and disable that one. We don't need it for this setup. Next, for the TP method, that's your take profit method. Change that to volatility bands. And do the exact same thing for the SL method, which is your stop loss method. Switch that over to volatility bands too. This is gonna help us set some real smart targets and stops. Okay, awesome. Now make sure TP2 and TP3 are enabled. Then go ahead and disable the visualization for now. We're going to disable the retracement wave and Gaussian band. We'll just clean up the chart, keeping only what we absolutely need. Last little thing, hop over to the style tab in the settings. You're looking for an option like band upper first and band lower first. Go ahead and enable both of those. Make sure they're checked, and boom. That's pretty much all the settings we need to mess with. Alright, but hold up a second. I'm gonna add another trick here and bring in a second indicator. This one's called 10 indicators in one. It's gonna be super powerful tool to confirm our trades. This indicator basically takes a bunch of different things like MACD, RSI, different EMAs and pivot points, all these complex calculations, and combine them to show you exactly where the market momentum is headed and what direction it's going. First, we need to quickly adjust its settings. So go ahead into the Style tab within the indicator settings. Once you're there, just disable all the buy and sell options and also turn off the pivot option too. That's it. And here's how to make money with this strategy. So how do we actually use this to make some profit? It's pretty straightforward. First, you're always looking for a signal from our main indicator, the Flux Charts SFX algo. Let's say you see a buy signal pop up on your chart, just like this one right here on the Bitcoin 15-minute chart. Now for the crucial part, confirmation. This is where the 10 indicators in one oscillator comes in. You need to see all elements in that oscillator turns green for a buy signal or all red for a sell signal, especially at the time of the signal candle. Here's how to check. Just draw a vertical line on the signal candle on your chart, then look for the 10 indicators in one oscillator. If all corresponding bars or parameters in that oscillator are green, like in this example, then boom, you've got yourself a valid buy signal. For your stop loss, you'll use the lower volatility band the Flux Charts indicator shows you. And for your take profit, the indicator will also show you levels, or you can just aim for 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. That means for every dollar you risk, you're trying to make $2 back. And what about sell trades? It's the exact same logic for a sell trade, just in reverse. After you get a sell signal from the Flux Charts indicator, all the elements in the 10 indicators in one oscillator must be red. But here's the key point. Look at this example. See how there's one element in the oscillator that's not red? Even just one inconsistent element like that is enough to tell us to escape the trade. We only take the trade if all elements gives us the confirmation we need. And now, how to get the indicator? To get your hands on the Flux Charts SFX algo indicator, just click the link in the description below this video or check the pinned comment right there. That's pretty much everything. Thanks for watching.